Combine the AI and blockchain, and then I come to the third part, that is the newest part for you, that is the digital twin. So first we require AI to get intelligence from the data. Okay, so basically there are three terms in a computer, that is information, data and intelligence. Okay, so first we have the information from which we segregate the data. From data we get the knowledge, and then that knowledge is represented using knowledge representation. From that knowledge representation we get the intelligence, and that is provided by AI using either machine learning, or sometimes you coin that term as a data visualization. Okay, so if you see the data visualization, you get the knowledge or you get that intelligence from your data. So what is the data source? You have the electronic health record, images of medical, that is insurance data, your wearable, that is smartwatch, clinical trial data in your hospital's server. These data has been stored in a blockchain using data ingestion layer by using data validation, consent management, data normalization and FHIR compliance. Likewise, what do you mean by consent management? It is like same. If we actually write a code nowadays in your Colab, hope you know that it is under open source library. Okay, so you have to give the consent that this code can be shareable and can be used. In even GPL license are there. Similarly, there is FHIR compliances in medical. You have the patient give the consent to the hospital that they can share the patient data for research or academic purpose only. So that is the data ingestion layer. Then you have the core blockchain you have to create, where you have to create a smart contract for each transaction, then distributed ledger, consensus protocol, cryptographic security. So we'll see all these three things in our implementation. Then there is an integration layer where you can get the API gateway for this data source, identity management, so who access this particular, who am I, that you can do, that is called access control, and there is a HIPAA compliance. What is this, we will see later. Then after you have created the medical block, or you can say a medical blockchain. After that, this block or this data which is stored in a blockchain has been transferred to AI layer or analytics and application layer, where you perform the real-time analytics for population health, clinical trends and operational metrics. Okay, so where you get, for example, in your data there is a blood pressure, one feature is there. So you can get what are the trends in a blood pressure, what is the systolic blood pressure and what is diastolic blood pressure. So you can have the trends, so which patients have the problem in their systolic or diastolic. Okay, so this real-time analytics you can predict. After that, this real-time analysis sometimes called as exploratory data analysis, which is the first step in your machine learning. After that, you will apply the prediction model, and you can actually identify what are the risks for each patient, and you can optimize the treatment. So here you will get the prediction, what kind of risk that patient possesses, and second, you will get the recommendation for each risk. After that, you can actually, once this real-time analytics and ML is done, this is you can done on synthetic data. Okay, you cannot get the real data. Once your model is successfully implemented, now you can implement on a research platform where the data actually available. So that is trial matching, cohort analysis, and you have the data sets different available on the marketplaces. So data markets are data monetization, research access and patient control data. These all are available, but once you have to showcase, while research, you have to showcase that you have such a model that have that kind of precision, that kind of accuracy, then and then the different this marketplaces gives you data for a research purpose. Otherwise, they will not provide. Okay. So the stakeholders can be provider, payers, patient, researcher, and the pharmaceuticals for this whole blockchain healthcare data analytics architecture. So this particular architecture is AI and blockchain, but here we just created the AI based blockchain where you have the blocks and you have the AI prediction. But once you created it, now the patient has been hospitalized. Now you have to monitor it continuously and give the personalized medicine. Means if he or she has a higher symptoms, you have to give higher dose. If he or she has a lower, means after treatment the symptoms have been subsided, so you have to lower your medicines. Nowadays a medical practitioner has never lowered the medicines. So this practice the medical practitioner has to follow. That's why we require the third technology in this. Without this, you cannot actually complete the personalized medicine thing. This is called the digital twins for personalized. What it do? It actually create the virtual patient model. Nowadays, it is called as avatar. Okay, that is your digital avatar you have created. So, for example, the doctor is giving you the treatment for inflammation in your intestine. So they have to give the medicine and see how the avatar reacts. So based on that, that is dynamic and real-time replicas, how they behave. Next, what we require, the predictive analytics, that is disease progression model we have to create, and treatment simulation, that is risk-free therapy testing. And finally, we require a continuous monitoring by using IoT-enabled data stream. So if we combine all this thing to your virtual avatar and provide it, what it give you in a response. It is simply digital twin means simulation of the patient. Okay, simple. So this is called digital twin. Now, so overall, our structure of AI-driven blockchain architecture for personalized medicine is now look like this. First, we gather from IoT sensors or different source of data, we gather the patient data, then we apply the AI analysis, then we apply the blockchain storage, and we give the personalized treatment. So once you giving the personalized treatment, we keep it in a smart contract. Whatever the treatment outcome came by giving this personalized outcome, sorry for this arrow, it should be here. So this, once you give the personalized treatment, the treatment outcome came. It is again create a smart contract for this, and based on this smart contract, whatever the treatment outcome came, it is shown on digital twin. So based on that digital twin, we actually provide it to the doctor, and doctor will give you the personalized medicine. So either they can lower your dose, they can increase your dose, they can change the frequency of injection and all the things. So this is how the personalized architecture look like. Now, what are the key integration benefits? Now we have created three modules. First is AI module, second is blockchain module, the first is blockchain module, second is AI analytics, and third is digital twin. Now we need to integrate it. Until and unless you cannot actually create the model. So we have to focus on the security, that is taken care by blockchain, then intelligence, that is cared by AI, personalization, that is cared by digital twin. Now using these three things, we have to do the traceability, that is complete audit trail for regulatory compliance, and interoperability, that is standardize the data sharing across the system. So these 5 things we required for implementation or integration of our 3 modules. So how our system look like now? So it has a 4 core component. Okay, the first is called data layer, second is AI processing layer, third is blockchain layer, third is blockchain layer, and fourth is application layer. In data layer, first we collect the data of a patient, that is EHR, genomic data, wearable device streams, medical imaging and clinical trial data. So all this data, if anything is missing, it creates a problem. So nowadays all this 5 data is available and you have to collect it. After collecting it, we provide it to the, either we can store it in a blockchain by using smart contract for consent management of the patient, immutable medical records, cryptographic security, consensus mechanism, that is proof of authority, and interoperability of protocol, that is exchange of data between the two systems you have to do. This, whatever stored data in a blockchain is provided to AI processing layer. So it has, AI has a different things. First, we provide it to pre-processing model, that is data pre-processing, where we pre-process, like we apply the encoding of a data, we find out what are the missing values, we either delete that or we can impute that. Then you have to apply the standard scalar, we have to divide it or split it into training and testing data. These all pre-processing things we done over here. Then we take, so never took directly a single module of a machine learning, take 4-5 different models and apply to your data, whatever you pre-process and clean it. Then see which is your best predicting engine. Okay, so whatever the machine, for example, I have taken support vector machine, logistic regression, neural network and neo-Bayes. These 4 algorithms I have taken. Then I will apply to this model, check which give me a better accuracy, precision and recall. Based on that, I have created that particular model. For example, I get the best model in my system. I get the best model is random forest. So I apply the hyperparameter tuning to it. Then getting that hyperparameter tuning, I created or I have saved that particular machine learning model and created the prediction engine. Once I save that model, now I apply the security or risk assessment algorithm and treatment optimization system. So once you have done this, now you have to create your application layer, that is your integration of all these 3 layers. So this here we actually twin the data by using clinical dashboard, patient portal, research platform, regulatory reporting system and mobile health application. So these are all 4 layers we have to create while implementing this project. So now our overall architecture look like this. So we have the patient data collected, AI analysis from your blockchain storage, then we do the smart contract and then personalized treatment. So first we do the data processing and storage. So this storage is done in a blockchain security layer, that is digital twin and personalized medicine recommendation, data integration, whatever we done here. If you see that there are 2 data processing here, it is the data processing. Here basically whatever the outcome came after your real-time data and AI prediction, that is stored again into your data process. So this is done and this is overall architecture. Any question up to this point? Any question? Thank you. Now we are going to implement our framework. Okay, so we are actually implementing it later on, but I will show you how we can implement it. So we require first the blockchain network configuration, which has a private or consensual network setup, node deployment and management, smart contract development, security protocol implementation, and after this we require AI model, which has a data collection and pre-processing, model training and validation, performance optimization and deployment pipeline. Okay, so these will create our module number 1 and module number 2. After that we implement data pipeline development. Here we actually put up basically whatever I have provided to you in that particular PDF. or in that particular IPNYB file, you have only a record of 4 patients, not more than that. But when you have the data, that is provided by data pipeline development. So real-time data ingestion